Be, be me. Be sophomore in college. Spring break. Decided to go to San Francisco with a few of my bros. I had this one buddy. We'll call him Dave. Dave was a fucking wild card. This dude would do just about anything for a laugh. In San Francisco after an awful red-eye flight. Go clubbing every night, having the time of our lives. Eventually our trip was coming to a close, and we only had a couple more days left in San Fran. Decide to go clubbing again, for the third night in a row. After a few hours of clubbing, we were pretty fucking inebriated. Finally decided to wander back to our hotel for the night.
What up, Albino?
Begin
For
to stumble
someone
Albino.
Begin to stumble back to the hotel, having a great fucking time. We are suddenly approached by one of San Fran's finest, a frighteningly emaciated meth addict hooker. We are not interested in acquiring venereal diseases from a crack whore. It was misspelled. It was not my fault. Venereal diseases from a crack whore. Continue to walk. As we were about to walk by, this hooker said something that I'll never be able to forget. I'll bet each of you boys $10 that you can't shit on my face.
Oh god, I'm done. Please, can we not read the rest of this?
No, have to finish.
Oh no.
Here goes. Dave immediately takes her up on the offer. Me and the rest of my friends are too drunk to care. Hooker takes us all down to an alley, then proceeds to lay down with her face upwards. Chapter 2.
that was like 30 words. How can it be a chapter?
Okay. Try to shit on my face. Dave goes first. Dave pulls his pants down and exposes his bare ass. Just as he's about to pinch a log off onto this meth addict whose whore's forehead, she blows on his asshole. Asshole immediately shrivels up like a dehydrated raisin. Dave literally cannot shit on her face. My turn next. I stand over her face, knowing that $10 is at stake. I squeeze my bowels like I've never squeezed them before, and I begin to feel a massive shit log stirring within me. I had gained confidence. This was my shining moment. Just as I feel the tip of my shit touching the ring on my asshole, a great wind swept up from the prostitute's mouth and instantly closed the gates of my sphincter.
Fairly decent dramatic description, but it's such a terrible concept.
Yes, this is a whore blowing into somebody's asshole. I think this has been established. Just as Dave had failed before me, I was unsuccessful in my quest. Hooker proceeds to do the same to each of my friends. Not a single one of us can shit on her face. Hooker collects $60, and we finish our journey back to the hotel defeated. All of my friends and I quickly forgot the experience except for Dave. Dave becomes legitimately angry that he wasn't able to shit on the hooker's face. Keeps talking about how much he wants his money back. Whatever, .gif. Next day. Our plane leaves the next morning, so this night was our last in San Francisco. We decided to go around and eat dinner at the cheapest restaurant we could find. After losing our money to the hooker, we decided not to spend much. Find this nasty Chinese buffet. Eat a fuck ton of food. Tons of really spicy stuff. Chapter 3. Decide to go back to the hotel to chill and start packing. We get back to the hotel and a look of pure malice crosses Dave's face. We're going to get our money back. Apparently the Chinese buffet was beginning to have a serious effect on Dave.
Oh my god.
Always. Dave runs out of the hotel to go find the hooker from the night before. Friends and I have no choice but to follow. Dave doubles over in stomach pain, still running with the ferocity and determination of a tigress hunting her prey. Dave begins to groan and fart loudly, running even faster than before. Finally arrive at the alley where we met the hooker before. Sure enough, the same meth head prostitute is standing in the same corner. Dave groans through clenched teeth. We want to try and shit on your face again. Double or nothing. Hooker agrees. takes us back to the same place as before and lays in the same position. Dave stands over her face as I remain transfixed with anticipation. Chapter 4. Before the hooker even had time to purse her lips in preparation of Dave's sphincter, he began to release an unholy anal tear the likes of which no man should ever witness.
Good
Your
God.
channel is recording.
This person should get something else to write.
Dave lets out a deafening war cry as legions of liquid shit spew forth from between his fiercely vibrating ass cheeks. The hooker screams. The hooker's
Tell a better love
screams
story
of
than
utter
Pride.
terror slowly become muffled as legendary proportions of post-digested, spicy agent buffet cover her face and chest. The shit continues to flow forth as the floodgates of hell remain open. Hooker attempts to protect her already scat-buried face with her hands, which are quickly pushed back by the force of Dave's anal explosion. Finally, Dave's ass slowly putters and flarps itself to sleep.
User disconnected from your channel.
Dave turns around, bare ass quivering from the after effects of what can only be compared to a nuclear blast in order to assess the damage. The hooker is literally covered from head to toe in shit, with a smell reminiscent of the prison cells in Auschwitz. She's not even moving anymore. She just lays still, put into shock by the force of Dave's shit. Dave turns to us with a serious expression on his face, his bare ass still exposed to the breeze. Holy fuck, I've killed her. The pavement around the hooker's head is also drenched in shit, giving the appearance of a grotesque brown halo.
Oh, God.
Dave quickly pulls his pants up, and we all sprint away from the alley. Still don't know what happened to that hooker, or if she even survived. Oh my god.
Oh my god. That was brutal.
Yeah, in a word, yeah.
Alright,
User in
one.
your channel stopped recording.
I got one more. It's a short
that's
one.
fun. Okay. I like how Tech joined and then